good. How are you?
It's all right.
I'm thinking about him.
Hanging out.
I'm thinking about him.
Oh,
Urban just said that the culture in your room is as good as he's ever had.
yeah.
For a unit that's had its struggles, how did you get that culture in the room? And is it, how much is you? How much is the players taking it on themselves? What's the unit like right now?
Yeah, it's culture is driven by leaders, so it's all about the leaders. And obviously, I'm the ultimate leader of the room. But guys like Paris Campbell and Terry McLaurin and Johnny Dixon are the reason the culture is how it is today. Trying to develop that culture and get the culture that we have now. It was about getting those three to buy in and then reinforcing it when I'm not in there, when they're in the locker room, when they're doing a summer run, when we're not around. It was really those three that turned the tide for the group and made a decent culture as strong as it is today.
There's so much talk, especially at the beginning of the year, about the deep passing game. From your perspective, how was that developed, and could you kind of just elaborate on what all is involved in getting something like that cooking?
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's. I think it's improved, but it's still not where we want it to be. It's just a. It is a combination of a lot of things that need to be done well, and it starts with pass pro, and then goes to throwing the football, and then obviously the receivers getting separation and making plays downfield. And so I think we've improved in all three aspects of that, and we just got to keep improving and try to hit them more consistently, because we've hit them and we've missed some, and there's a multitude of reasons why on any given play why we didn't hit a deep ball that we should have, whether it's a drop, a poor throw, a pass pro, breakdown, and those things just need to be tightened up. And once they get tightened up, it'll become a more consistent thing that we hit successfully.
I know you guys like to rotate wide receivers, and you always have. It seems like the really good teams, the great teams, have one or two guys that step up. And you guys had that in 2014 with Mike and Devin.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you need that? Do you need one or two guys to step up as your main guys, or can you get what you need to be with like rotating six guys?
Yeah, I mean, even in 2014, we rotated six guys too. Obviously, Mike and Devin had kind of more unique roles, and I don't think we have those role players now. And I think our six are stronger now than they were in 2014. We might not have Mike and Devin, but we have overall the six that are playing are probably stronger. So, I mean, I have confidence in all six to do anything we ask. If I didn't, if one of them was better than another in something, I would try to feature him in that role. But no, I feel good about where they're at. And I do need some guys to step up, but I'm not looking at one or two to step up. I'm trying to get all six to step up.
KJ's a guy that seems like he's got good hands.
Yep.
He makes plays after the catch. Can you just speak more about him and his skill set, Zach?
Yeah, KJ's he's just a very efficient receiver. He's a very good receiver. He has great ball skills. He runs excellent routes. He's not as fast as some guys, but you turn on the film and he runs away from guys. It's one of those things. He plays really fast because he's efficient, because he's smart, and so he's a guy that we rely on a lot and probably can rely on more.
Zach, it seems like you guys the last 3 weeks have done a good job of throwing the ball in the red zone, and I know that JT's putting some good touches on balls. But what's the key for your guys down there when the field's shortened, the space is tight?
Yeah, when you get in the red zone, it's not like the open field where you can run routes a certain way or conceptually come up with concepts that are going to get guys wide open. I mean, it's just so condensed that it's tough to get open. And in the red zone, it's about making contested catches and making tough throws. And so we get in the red zone, and Coach Day talks about it all the time. It's those high top shelf throws, being able to go up and make a play with the defender's back to the quarterback, and that's got to be open. One-on-one, it's got to be considered open in our offense. And then it's those down and dirty throws, those low and away from the defender. We got to make those tough contested catches. That's what the red zone is, and that's it for any team at any level. And so I think we've worked really hard at it, and we're still not where we need to be as far as touchdown percentage in the red zone. But we've improved, and we will continue.
Hey, Zach, I know that you're active on Twitter and you see a lot of stuff and read all the stuff. There's been a lot of criticism thrown your way in the last few weeks just because I think there's a perception or an idea that the playmakers haven't developed enough or haven't made enough plays. Have you seen that stuff? Do you have a reaction to it? And in your mind, do you feel as if your guys have developed at the rate that they needed to?
I mean, I think it's a work in progress, and it always will be. There's going to be criticism all the time, and really that's for the critics to worry about. I don't really mind it or care. I mean, it's actually kind of a positive because it gives my guys motivation, but other than that, it's pretty worthless to me. Now, we do need to put a good product on the field. My guys do need to perform, and they do need to be developed, and I think they're getting there, and they have done that. But it's all part of the process. We just got to keep getting better, keep working, so that at the end of the day, we get on the field Saturday, we can make the plays we need to win a game. That's all we're trying to do.
Zach, I asked Coach Meyer the other day. It looks like that
the receivers are starting to play with a little bit more of a nasty attitude to them. I mean, are you noticing that too? Is it?
Yeah.
Explain that. Where's that coming from, and what does it do for a team, or for that group of guys when they're doing that?
Yeah, I mean, I think they're playing with an attitude because they want to be proud of the product they put on the field, and you know, they don't take to failure well, they don't take to criticism well, and so they kind of have a chip on their shoulder right now because they don't like the reputation they have. So they're trying to go out and prove that they're a different beast than they were before. You know, they're a different group and different players than they were yesterday. So that's kind of their mantra and what they're doing right now.
So, like, what happens with Terry there on that double penalty? On the outside, are you going, hey, don't do that? But on the inside, are you going, you know, this guy's showing some moxie, whatever it is you want to call it?
Yeah, I mean.
Like I asked Coach Meyer, you know, he was still a champion.
Yeah.
Even though he had a double penalty. You know?
I mean, I watched the film. I mean, the guy that he hit had cheap shot on the second play of the game, and it was a clean hit. It obviously wasn't targeting. I don't know. I think it was unnecessary roughness or something because of some rule that they have to give a penalty once the flag is thrown.
Right.
I was fine with the hit. I thought it was exactly what I teach. He put his shoulder through the guy's chest, 100% legal. He shouldn't say anything to the kid afterwards, and I talked to him about that. But other than that, that's how I want my guys to play, clean and within the rules.
Zach, how long has he had that in him, though? I mean, we've seen Terry, we've talked to Terry. He's like the nicest kid I've ever met.
Yeah, you're right. He's kind of developed it maybe in the past year.
And he slammed the ball down later. Did you see that?
Yeah. I think he's felt like because he's one of the hardest working kids I've ever coached, and I think he's put in the work, and now he feels almost not frustrated, but like he's just like, I don't know, aggressive with the fact that he wants to put it on the field. He wants to put it on film. He wants to put it out there and show the work that he's put in. And so I think he's playing with an attitude right now, and it's a very positive but aggressive and kind of, I don't know, it's a savage mentality.